are obtained or alkenes are formed. Now see the last one, reaction of alcohols. Here we have to study, that is oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation, reduction, redox reaction we have studied in 11th standard. So that is the oxidation. Oxidation of alcohol is the reaction in which when alcohols are oxidized by using acidified potassium dichromate, that is the K2Cr2O7 in the presence of dilute H2SO4, or we can use other oxidizing agent like alkaline potassium permanganate KMnO4, or also chromic oxide, that is CrO3, or concentrated nitric acid is also used as oxidizing agent. So that is nothing but the oxidizing agent used for oxidation. So here what happens, when acid is added in potassium dichromate, then nascent oxygen atoms are formed which are very active and they are responsible for the oxidation. Okay, see, separately we have to study oxidation of primary alcohol, then we will study oxidation of secondary alcohol, and lastly the tertiary alcohol. Here see, primary alcohols when oxidized by using acidified potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in the presence of dilute H2SO4, aldehydes are obtained. Aldehydes on reduction gives primary alcohol. You remember, we have studied in the preparation of alcohol, carbonyl compound, that is aldehydes, on reduction gives primary alcohol. So this is the reverse reaction. Primary alcohols on oxidation gives aldehydes in the first step. This reaction does not stop at the first stage, because this is oxidizing agent which we have added. It further oxidizes that aldehyde finally into carboxylic acid. And here one point you have to remember, the carboxylic acid form with same number of carbon. इथे जो carboxylic acid form होतो ना, त्या carboxylic acid मध्ये आणि आपण जो हा अल्कोहोल घेतला, या अल्कोहोल मध्ये कार्बनची संख्या सेम असते. They have same number of carbon atom. Okay. मग आपण इथे जर स्पेसिफिक इथेनॉल घेतला, here it first use acetaldehyde ethanol, and acetaldehyde on further oxidation gives acetic acid. That is the oxidation of primary alcohol. Now see oxidation of secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohols when oxidized using same way acidified potassium dichromate, then there is formation of ketones, because last time we have studied ketones on reduction gives secondary alcohol. So secondary alcohols on oxidation gives ketone. But here further reaction does not take place. Why? Further ketones cannot easily undergo oxidation due to the steric hindrance of that two alkyl group, or there is no hydrogen atom on this carbonyl carbon, so it cannot easily undergo the oxidation. Then they can undergo, but under the drastic condition. They can undergo the oxidation, but under drastic condition. What is drastic condition? म्हणजे काय? Prolonged heating with strong oxidizing agent. म्हणजे तो जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म झाला कीटोन, त्याला खूप वेळ एका स्ट्रॉंग ऑक्सिडायझिंग एजंट बरोबर हीट करायचं आणि मग परत कार्बोक्सिलिक ऍसिड फॉर्म होतात ऑक्सिडेशन ने. बट दॅट कार्बोक्सिलिक ऍसिड डज नॉट कंटेन सेम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन ॲज टू दॅट ऑफ ओरिजिनल अल्कोहोल. कारण का? तर आपण प्रोलॉंग हीटिंग केल्यामुळे या चेन मध्ये काही कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड ब्रेक होतात आणि म्हणून जो शेवटी ऍसिड येतो त्याच्यामध्ये लेस नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम असतात. सो हियर सी इट इज secondary propyl alcohol or this is nothing but the 2-propanol. On oxidation, this group changes to C double bond O group. In this reaction, byproduct is H2O. Here there is formation of CH3, C double bond O, CH3 plus H2O, that is acetone is obtained. Isopropyl secondary propyl alcohol on oxidation with acidified potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate in the presence of dilute H2SO4 gives acetone or dimethyl ketone. And here see second example, that is butane to all. Secondary butyl alcohol, this group changes to C double bond O group, so it gives CH3, C double bond O, CH2, CH3, and byproduct H2O. Here there is formation of butanone. Butane 2ONE लिहिलं तरी चालतं, नाही लिहिलं तरी चालेल because its position does not change. So butane 2ONE or butanone is obtained. This is oxidation of secondary alcohol. Now see the last one, that is oxidation of tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols are resist to oxidation. म्हणजे टर्शरी अल्कोहोलचं ऑक्सिडेशन होत नाही. का होत नाही तर हायड्रॉक्सिल ग्रुप अटॅच टू दॅट कार्बन विच डज नॉट कंटेन्स हायड्रोजन, किंवा ज्या कार्बन एटमला हायड्रॉक्सिल ग्रुप अटॅच आहे त्या कार्बनवर हायड्रोजन नाहीये, रिड्युसेबल हायड्रोजन नाहीये, म्हणून त्याचं काय होतं की ऑक्सिडेशन होत नाही. इट रेजिस्ट टू ऑक्सिडेशन, but in the presence of acid it can undergo the dehydration. म्हणजे हा OH ग्रुप आणि कुठल्याही एका adjacent कार्बन एटम वरचा हायड्रोजन, so it gives alkene, water is removed. या अल्किनचं नाव आहे isobutylene. It is isobutylene is formed, but alkene can undergo the oxidation by using alkaline KMnO4 or this chromic oxide. So here required number of nascent oxygen you can use 4. So here there is formation of acetone. म्हणजे इथे काय होतं, here there is removal of CH2, म्हणजे तो बाजूला होतो, एक ऑक्सिजन त्या डबल बॉन्ड वर ऍड करा, acetone फॉर्म झाला, कार्बन 2 ऑक्सिजन बरोबर कंबाईन होऊन CO2 आणि 2 हायड्रोजन आणि एक राहिलेला ऑक्सिजन H2O. So it gives acetone. पण इथे कंपॅरिझन करा, प्रायमरी अल्कोहोल मध्ये कार्बोक्सिलिक ऍसिड फॉर्म विथ सेम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन ॲज टू दॅट ऑफ अल्कोहोल. सेकंडरी अल्कोहोल फॉर्म कीटोन विथ सेम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन. आपण जर कीटोनचं फर्दर ऑक्सिडेशन केलं तर दे फॉर्म ऍसिड विथ लेस नंबर ऑफ कार्बन, आणि इथे ऑक्सिडेशनच होत नाही, परंतु डिहायड्रेशन नंतर जे अल्किन्स फॉर्म झाले त्या अल्किन्सचं ऑक्सिडेशन झाल्यानंतर जो काही कीटोन या ठिकाणी आला ऍसिटोन, हा ऍसिटोन मध्ये परत लेस नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम आहे. आणि जर समजा परत याचं आपण ऑक्सिडेशन केलं CrO3 and prolonged heating, तर इट कॅन यूज द कार्बोक्सिलिक ऍसिड again with the less number of carbon, still less number of carbon. So this is the oxidation. Now similar reaction or similar products are obtained by dehydrogenation of alcohols. Here dehydrogenation of alcohol means in this reaction alcohols are heated with red hot copper at about 573 Kelvin. Hydrogen is removed, म्हणून त्याला डिहायड्रोजनेशन म्हटलेलं आहे. प्रॉडक्ट या रिएक्शन मध्ये तोच आहे जो प्रायमरी अल्कोहोलच्या ऑक्सिडेशनने आला, सेकंडरी अल्कोहोलच्या ऑक्सिडेशन आला, आणि याच्या डिहायड्रोजनेशन होत नाही टर्शरीचं. पाहिजे हियर we take ethanol. When ethanol is heated with red hot copper at 573 Kelvin, then it forms acetaldehyde H2DMO. So ethanol is obtained from ethanol. Second example part, here CH3, CHOH, CH3, that is secondary propyl alcohol, when heated this with copper, red hot copper, हे पहा हे दोन हायड्रोजन रिमूव्ह होतात आणि कार्बन आणि ऑक्सिजनच्या मध्ये डबल बॉन्ड फॉर्म होतो, म्हणजे त्याचं ऑक्सिडेशन होतं. रिमूव्हल ऑफ हायड्रोजन is also called as oxidation. Removal of hydrogen is also called as oxidation. When ethanol on heating with red hot copper at 573 Kelvin gives ethanol acetaldehyde undergoes dehydrogenation. Isopropyl alcohol किंवा secondary propyl alcohol on heating with red hot copper at 573 Kelvin undergoes dehydrogenation, that is oxidation, gives acetone. And here last one example, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. See, tertiary butyl alcohol, when passed over red hot copper at 573 Kelvin, here there is no hydrogen atom on this carbon, therefore it undergoes dehydration, removal of water, and it forms here CH3 double bond CH2 plus H2O. So tertiary alcohol gives alkene, that is tertiary butyl alcohol gives the isobutylene, and these are nothing but the chemical properties of alcohol or the reactions of alcohol. So it was the last one reaction, that is oxidation of alcohol. Means question can be asked in this way: how will you distinguish between N-propyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol? N-propyl alcohol is the type of primary alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol is the type of secondary alcohol. You can distinguish it by Lucas reagent as well as you can distinguish it by oxidation reaction. म्हणजे असं जर विचारलं की तुम्ही ऑक्सिडेशन ने कसं डिस्टिंग्विश कराल, तर N-propyl alcohol on oxidation finally gives carboxylic acid with same number of carbon, but isopropyl alcohol on oxidation first gives ketone, but if ketone further oxidize, it gives carboxylic acid with less number of carbon. In this way they can also distinguish. So this is about the reactions of alcohol.